So let me see whether we're able to forget this young man on the phone. Yeah, let me see whether we'll forget this young man on the phone. All right, luckily for us, he's picked up the phone. If you can just stay on standby for 1 minute, please. So ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, I want to introduce the man who we're about for interview, or more like the way how we talk about more like a conversation here today. We're going to be having a conversation rather than the kind of traditional interview. So without wasting any more time, because we go far deep into time, and tomorrow Monday we get forgot about with businesses and etc. The man we're about for talk to, or what we're about for a reform, is almost like an household name. I don't want to classify him as such for now because I ain't get no tangible proof, but I know say a very, very dominant in social media, and he don't make a name for himself, whether not controversially and etc. Because of course not everybody get for agree. People always sabi him from a young time up to the position where they now, a kind of known as daddy. You know that common name na Salon Daddy. So anybody we call on that name, they of course na person we go back to in roots. This man na Kisi born, but he managed for live na places like Kalbatong. He attended the St. Edward School. He played football for a club called Easy Living within a Kalbatong. He also played for another club we call Furabe Junior. Of course, this na Furabe Road or somewhere around there. He also managed another club with then called Zone 8. This one Usai Ebon na Kisi. And of course, this man, some people like for say, of course, now hero to some people, because I sure say what they say, it go down well with some people, and other people it not go down with them at all. So for some reason, we go say he's controversial and he divide opinion right in the middle. Sometimes, you know, yeah, known as being hot-headed because when you're ready, it can just flow. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is none other than the man where we all don't come for no. Now we parlor them, now we living room them, now we dining room them. Is Mr. Adebayor. Then and now, please welcome Mr. Adebayor. And Adebayor, welcome to the program. Then and now.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to this program today. For a very long time, I don't hear about this program, you know, and I will say I make a point of duty because so many people are me again under this program. And first of all, a good deal to everybody who will watch and will listen to everybody within the corner. Thank you very much for having me.
No worries at all. It's a pleasure for having you on the program. Okay. Let me just go straight into business. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll not be able to capture Mr. Adebayor live on the platform where we broadcast from, but notwithstanding, because of modern technology, you can see the phone and the image right now the screen. That is the man himself, Mr. Adebayor. For some of you now, we only don't hear his voice. Well, this is not the picture of the man or the video of the man who will get live right now. So now get straight into business, Mr. Adebayor. The conversation, I've been saying we have a conversation today instead of the traditional interview. And this is based mainly on what you can put out there to the public. That's what I want to talk about today. And we listen to them, then they will tweet. Okay, so I want to take you back in July. This now some time ago in July. Now one of you audio tapes. But before I do so, I want to give you an opportunity for let you tell the public, the listening public right now, and the thousands of people that we get for your this broadcast around the world, okay, waiting now the essence behind your program, Love Salon and Left by That. Waiting really it is, waiting at the objective, which you aim for achieve, and the rest of it. Will you tell the people, please?
First of all, thank you very much because this is a question where so many people can ask. Me, I one time, Sierra Leone, and we believe in Sierra Leone too much, you understand? And when you believe, when you love your country, a faith, you understand?
Yeah.
Me, I one time, Sierra Leone, we're fortunate for belonging an organization we want to bring Africa together. Where this organization will call ADH, Africa Liquid. We will try to bring Africa together. Like, we too, as a Sierra Leonean, be fortunate for being at this organization. And I become the luckiest one for being the chairman at that time. You understand? Then we will work with the late man when I Gaddafi in Libya and Belgium, right? We try a lot to bring Africa together. We are one part of the movement. This will make a travel a lot to Africa, right? Just after 2011, when we get the loss of Gaddafi, then things begin go bad, like everybody find the way out. Then me as somebody will get passion for the country. Me as somebody will love the country so much. Many people when they live with me, they know they are capable of things they want to do. I can even do things beyond imagination at the age, like people can surprise. I always can do big things when I small till they come up. So like I believe I always ask God, I say, God, direct me, help me in any way to make I help the people in a salon who need help. That's my prayer all the time. So when this organization go away, I decide to change the name to Love Salon and live by that. Because I observe one thing in the salon, that's the one part of the thing where they kill win a salon. You will look at company, you hate it for nothing. You will look at company because they less fly, or because they owe money, or because God will bless them, you hate it for nothing. You understand? So that come about from Jesus' name, Love Salon and Love Badad. And this particular name, now Libya, that I read by this name. You understand? Now Libya, I read by this name, Love Salon, Love Badad. We are just want to let everybody know. And I always ask God, say, when I make me way to here, I will tell you best. Let's see how best, how to help the Iranian, they will need help. The Iranians, they will help the country, they will show you the Iranian. So that's the way this thing came about, a former organization. When I came to Malta, Italy, I still go to the program, they came to Germany. Now, when you Love Salon get massive people there. The network very powerful because we get people all over the world. What Sierra Leonean do, we get member there. We go across the world. You understand? So that sometimes I can tell people and say, "Na me una sabi," but Love Salon organization we're very powerful, we're very unique, and we're very straightforward to help Sierra Leone. So that's the way the meaning the name come.
All right. All right. Let me take a look deep into this now, because you sound very much like you started off as a community person with your country very much at heart. But it sounds very much like, say, it don't become very, very political, and we go see whether this is true. So I want to take you back in one of your audio then back in July 2016, where governments just change hand now your country, where you're so passionate about, where you can talk about. You talk about fuel subsidy, okay? And you talk about basic things them, like currency exchange, the buying of crepe, the exchange rate where you go buy them for na Holland as opposed to wait you go buy them for na Freetown. And then you talk about the president still leave na a hotel instead of a move na lodge. First of all, I want to ask you, you get any idea about economics? Because the way how you can translate the cost of living on one side as opposed to the cost of living on the other side, and blaming them on the government, which of course you get your right to. How much do you understand economics, and how much economics you will say you understand?
Like I can say, when I want to tell somebody, I get travel experience. Not only I can oversee, but like West Africa, Africa as a whole, I travel a lot to so many countries. Then I can see the lifespan of Sierra Leoneans, right? The standard of living in Sierra Leone, to be honest with you, like before, the kind of way I see how people they spend money per food. People when they spend money, and there are things that happen and I go down the way with me as a whole, because the way all the things they go as I do now, things they costly. Of course, we really know the basic things that more than food. I tell anybody, when country they develop, the first priority is food. And anything we will do, if you don't help people, like sometimes I can talk to when APC be in power, they fail Sierra Leoneans that by food because things are in there. When you think of other things, then they try. The food facility, they fail Sierra Leoneans a day. And food is the most important thing in that country. Because if you don't eat, how you go stand for go school, how you go stand for go work, how you go stand for go other things there. You understand? So like, I look at the expenditure. I remember during the election when the president, the campaign, and they tell me the Sierra Leoneans and say, come on, look, the government has spent too much of money for this. And they tell me about food and the this and the that, they need to cut down expenditure so the people are going to get better life. I remember that telling me. But when income take over presidency in Sierra Leone, the extent starts from going up rapidly. The only thing they tell Sierra Leoneans is, and they do on double. Like, and they ask myself now, who's that Sierra Leone to go? Yeah. You understand? Because food is important that any country, but oversee with it, food are next to nothing. So when you do an economy, you got to start the food, the basic.
So okay, Mr. Adebayor. You make some critical points. Hence the reason why I ask you about the economics of the country, because we have to be honest. Like how you can say by your program, we all sabi, we all know, we all understand the economy where the party in power now inherit, and not be really they in good shape. Yes, they have not do some justice to them, but if they inherit something, you go get for give them some window outside and go able for adjust before you begin for attack them. So hence the reason why I ask about the, yes, you understand. Okay, thank you very much. So you understand the economical side where they come up from. So anyway, let we make progress, because I know say you want to say something. Okay, go on.
You know why, like, you get to a point, say, distance. You understand?
Okay.
The problem of silent politicians when they forget quick.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, immediately you take power for anyone they value to Sierra Leone. For any single day, a value to every human being. Because, like, let's say they don't pass through now, another thing again. But for the Hinga and USA, so we all know say it too early, but when you the Hinga and US, you don't know anything for do. Now 6 months, don't do so now. Judiciary just judiciary they take power. Now 6 months, I don't do so. Judiciary. So time not the rate for nobody. Time is money, you know it all the time.
Okay, makes sense.
So the moment you take power, the moment we start for tell you say I show you for good, I show you for good, I show you the same.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. You consider yourself, I think upon one of your audio, then you describe yourself as People's Power and Politics PPP. You know, you can use many jargons, and many of you tape them. The reason why I bring this up is, like, from the introduction where you talk about your movement, way heavy in terms of humanitarian, and then the politics of your country at the depth of your heart. But equally so, you like for throw what I want call tantrums. Because, you know, so yes, you can call and say, are they passionate about in country and the direction where they go? And they say in People's Power and Politics now involves a care for in people. But how can you explain yourself, you know, where you can throw abuses at the people? Sometimes it's like saying that the authority that you throw into, but it clear say, to some of you audio them, that now the people where they follow certain things and where you not stand for, where you not believe in, now they call stupid and halaki and some of the words I can't repeat them now. Do you think that's fair game?
It's a very good question you asked, and I really want you to answer this question today. Right? One thing we I believe in life, God give you all 5 senses. You understand? God give you all 5 senses. I can feel bad when somebody supports bad things. And just like now, you don't tell me, say, that computer already for you my white, and my white, me say my white. Then Me they tell you say na black. You something like something when you know, somebody they tell you say no, you don't know what. You need to feel plain past any other thing.
Like make a challenge you on that little bit. I understand who say you they come up. I understand who say you they come up from, but equally so, you get your opinion. The other person get your opinion. So you don't say na white, the other person say na black, but you see her as white, and the other person see her as black. The other person might not be right, you might not be right, but what can happen in this world is there is something we then call a gray area. So space day. Remember, say when they come up now school, you know, yeah, somebody tell we say at one point the art round.
I understand the point of view.
Yeah.
But like Sahelians, we need to learn one thing. We need to elect we country, not a politician we for elect, not a party for elect, but the country for elect. This is one politics we make sometimes like it go annoy, right? It's bad for the people who return 2 to 4. Me and you return 2 to 4. Me and you make 1-2 moves they happen. But still, but mercy. I got one example where I can always make to Sahelians. Somebody who very close to me. Somebody who love me. Somebody who like me so much. They go out for position in my country. Me, Adebayor, watch him. I'm not saying no, because I don't live with her. And not capable for the other thing. Me, Adebayor, I don't vote for her. I can always make myself an example. I don't ever vote for him. Why am I doing? Because they're not capable. I don't tell the papa where born me. Some people go look at us and they don't care. Such a case.
Yeah, but Ade, I know say you they talk about your sister. I don't listen to 3 tapes the way you pull about your sister. I know say that the example landed you the key. I can take on you, to be honest, on them basis the way you talk on the reason, first of all, why you not vote for because in not capable and later on. But there was another story as to some differences between you and him. And are you the same person? Me don't know that story, then are you the same person? So you pull an audio first where you talk about and then you pull 2 more audios, and I think say the third one now quite recently where you talk about outright and inside out.
Listen, why I make that? Why people come on social media attack me? Say now because my sister. So to make them clear to Sahelians, they're not only one Bellemont sister. You understand?
Yeah.
The person my papa and married before they die, I can kill them one day. You understand?
Okay. Ade, la pause you there because that's rather more personal, and I want to talk about substantive issues, issues of real substance, and take on you because you know, yeah, we not really get time. I want to take you back to an audio of July 17, okay, where you outright say there is no freedom of speech na Salone at the time. July 17, an audio where you make. You even talk about the strike na commercial bank because that time the strike when they happen at commercial bank, and you've been so furious, you know, yeah, for say this kind of thing never happened before. You don't get second thought now, say, well, what you been say at the time or the way how you describe it not being right, because it seemed like when the thing happened, you just go on the air and then you release a tape without actually understanding as to what mean it happened, and then the people get right for strike, but you they say now because of the government now make them in the strike, and this not ever happened from previous governments then, but it happened under this government. You don't get second thoughts about this and think say, well, strike can happen at any time because if people are not happy, they actually get it right, provided that the government provide them with the wherewithal for let them go now do and go strike. So then they strike now because of the government, but then we get a right for doing, but you don't know the story now. Do you have second thoughts about this, that the way how you've been described and then a much more different as it is today?
The funniest thing about it, I don't get second thoughts about it, because one thing that's me,
yeah.
The time when it's in Apple, not on the day when it's in Apple, Apple will for that.
Yeah.
Now the next day,
okay.
Sometimes something that happened already put again immediately now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because I want to forget the facts then before I say something. Right? And the thing when they do the deep payment about bank, they cannot correct, and I will still talk as they cannot correct. You understand?
Right.
Because we all know why they do them. I want to get to the law for the education. The people of facility that they contact.
Okay, Adebayor, because we use a different, yes, hello, yes, you are back live, but because we use a different method, where people want call, because we use WhatsApp, where people want call, then that means I go lose you. So I've just rejected the call, and I know say, but who people want call and talk to you today? I wish we may talk now the direct line, but wait till they can't do. I think so I go get for switch over because I get people that we want to talk to you and ask questions. So me go call you on your direct line there in Holland. So you go able for equally listen to the question where people and they ask and etc. But let's make progress. You be they talk something about we know why the people protest now the ban.
The problem. This are material the people they work for, material they suffer for. You understand? For any benefits where the people they get, but they work out, not your government, and they work out for themselves. So the work saying they cut down all this because of getting free education. You understand? It's wrong. They don't make us say, well, it's like this indirectly people they pay. Because now people have money that you got for get this free education. Because according to you, you say you get the mechanism, you lock all the loopholes and bring the free education. But today we see how the community will suffer because of one get education. Infrastructure just go down because of waiting, one get education. So for me, I still stand on the radio and I don't get no way for investor because that's the right thing.
Okay, yeah. Okay. You say now the right thing as usual. You always believe that what you say is the right thing. But let's make progress on that a little bit because first of all, yeah, the free education. I try for understand where you come up from because too much priority is being put on the free education and the way you they go about I sure say you they make more enemies than friends the way how you they put them because you seem for the complaint say well una they take you